Now I'm going to give you some examples on how to turn decimals into fractions. So any decimal that repeats itself, you can represent as a fraction. So this one here, 0.3333 recurring, we can represent this as a fraction. This one repeats every 2 digits, 727272 recurring. Or any number that terminates, you can represent it as a fraction. So this one here terminates. So let's do the first one. I'm going to use x to represent this number. So let x be this number where it repeats itself. It goes on forever, but just leave it as it is. Now times both sides by 10. So 10x equals, now when you multiply this by 10, it will be 3.33333 recurring. It goes on forever. Now get the bottom equation, take away the top equation. 10x, take away x, that would be 9x. Now the bottom, take away the top. All the trailing 3's will cancel each other out. So all that's left is the number 3. So now you want to get x on its own because x represents this number. So that number is represented by 3/9. Jump to a calculator, do 3 divided by 9, and it will give you this number where it will repeat itself forever. Okay, so that's the first one done. For this one, it repeats every 2 digits. So let x be this number. Let x be this number, 0.7272, and it goes on forever. So just leave it as it goes on forever. Times both sides by 100 this time because it repeats every 2 digits. So when you times this by 100, you move this back 2 places, 1, 2. So that would be 72 point, and then it repeats itself, 7272 and so on. Now get the bottom equation, take away the top equation. 100x, take away x, that would be 99x. And then 72, 72, 72, 72. Everything after the decimal will get cancelled out. All that's left will be 72. So now remember, x represents that number. So that would be x equals 72 divided by 99. Jump to a calculator, punch it in, and it will give you this number where it will repeat itself every 2 digits. Okay? So any number that terminates, that comes to a stop, you can represent it as a fraction. So let x be this number, 0.327, times both sides by 1000. So 1000 x times this by 1000, 1, 2, 3. So that would be 327. Get x on its own because x represents this number, equals 327 over 1000. There. You basically, any number that comes to a stop, you can just use this technique to represent it as a fraction. Okay.